Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be invited and also be back on the opera stage. Well, that sounded like I've been here singing. I haven't, but I've been here opening the house, and I'm very happy that the opera is participating in this excellent seminars and event. Both Cecil Rhodes and Rudyard Kipling are attributed to the quote, "To be born British is to win the first prize in the lottery of life." And let me add, being born Norwegian is quite a favorable lottery ticket as well. Indeed, chance is by far the main determinant of our opportunities in life, our living standards, wealth and life expectancy. If you're born in Norway, your life expectancy is twice the life expectancy of someone born in Mozambique. You are 4 times as likely to learn how to read as those born in Mali. And your average income as an adult is 153 times higher than if you were born in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And then I haven't even mentioned child labor. In our parts of the world, child labor is virtually non-existent, except though for this stage, sometimes we have child labor. At the same time, 215 million children are engaged in child labor all over the world. That is 215 million children who have not received their fair share of wealth, opportunity or chance to pursue their interests. That is why the wealth distribution in the world today is not just, that is why it's not sustainable, and that is why today's headline is a matter of urgency. Dear friends, achieving social progress and change is a responsibility that we all share. And I fully comply with the thought that business's first task is to make a profit, to organize production of goods and services in a way that is sound and that creates our basic wealth. But I think also in businesses, which consist of people, there are the same kind of responsibilities as elsewhere to create a society that is good for everyone. And that is why I applaud social entrepreneurs for recognizing social problems and using business principles to solve them. And that is why my ministry commissioned a study on social entrepreneurship in Norway, a study that was published last week. We wanted to know more about social entrepreneurship in light of the Norwegian welfare state. And the study shows that even if in a strong welfare country like Norway, social entrepreneurs can be a valuable supplement to public services, not least in light of the increasing pressure on the healthcare sector. While social entrepreneurship may be a relatively new field in business politics, the idea is far from new. That businesses can have goals connected to social change as well as to private returns is an old idea. And I know Olav Selvåg has been praised as one of Norway's most prominent social entrepreneurs in the last century. Selvåg's story was also presented at the PFC conference last year. In a period of housing shortage after the Second World War, he introduced affordable family housing to the Norwegian real estate market. By building cheaper, but still with quality, Selvåg provided affordable homes to some 35,000 Norwegian families. However, the key to Selvåg's success was not social consciousness alone. What Selvåg did was that he recognized a market for high quality, affordable housing. He saw how he could supply a good that would be in demand, and as a result, he embarked upon a business venture that proved both socially game-changing and profitable. I think there is a lesson to learn from Selvåg's success. And that is that if we are to create a more sustainable form of society, we need social responsibility where there are profits. But more, we need something more. We need businesses that not merely look for short-term profits, where there also are social challenges. We must rely on business principles that guide all businesses toward sustainable operations. That is why our government is committed to social responsibility. We believe it is possible to act responsibly while still staying competitive and prosperous. We believe that government and businesses can in fact work together to promote social responsibility. We can encourage such responsibility by policies that promote CSR in companies. One example is our public investment management principles. Large parts of the Norwegian petroleum surplus are invested in the sovereign wealth fund. And these investments are now guided by a set of ethical investment principles, all in order to make sure that our revenues are not made at the cost of others. That is why the Norwegian Public Pension Fund, the Sovereign Wealth Fund, which is now the biggest in the world, does not invest in companies responsible for human rights violations, tobacco production, serious environmental law violations, or corruption, to name a few of those principles. We have also emphasized CSR in other ways. Through the release of our 2009 white paper on corporate social responsibility in a global economy, I think we were the first government anywhere to present a white paper on this subject. And also CSR has been a highlighted topic in our public ownership policy. And finally, we put CSR on the agenda through our foreign and trade policy when we negotiate bilateral trade agreements and when we travel with business delegations. CSR is always on the agenda. Through our investments, through our public ownership, and through our foreign and trade policy, the Norwegian government works to promote corporate social responsibility wherever Norwegian businesses are present and have interest. We expect the same kind of responsibility from our companies, public or private, when they invest in a foreign country, as if they were investing in their home backyard. An increasing number of consumers, customers and investors demand that goods and services are produced in a way that is both socially and environmentally sound. And an increasing number of businesses learn that there can be severe repercussions to unethical behavior on their part or on the part of a subcontractor. And in order to avoid such repercussions, businesses need to internalize aspects of CSR in their own operation. And this is an important item. CSR cannot be the nice people in the office at the end of the corridor. It has to be an integrated part of all operation, the ordinary business workday of a company. CSR must not be reduced to some sideline effort and nice reports. It has to be a part of the way a company is conducting their business. Even more can be achieved when people use their business skills and entrepreneurial talents to create social change. That can really make a difference. And I believe that all governments, businesses and organizations are responsible for making sure that the lesson is heard throughout the business community that social entrepreneurship, business principles used to organize societies in a smarter, better way to solve social problems is an important tool to reach our goals. And I believe that a meeting place, such as the PFC conference, is a fine example of how that word can be spread through collective effort. We may have come a long way, and there are many reasons why we should applaud businesses, both Norwegian and foreign, for their CSR efforts. But there are miles to go before the lottery tickets of life are evenly distributed around the world. Thank you.